Welcome to Archiversity online classes. In this lecture, I am going to explain you how to calculate, analyze and interpret gross profit margin. For this purpose, I choose two companies. One is a FMCG and the second one is power generation company in India. Using the real-time profit and loss account of these two companies, I will explain you how to calculate gross profit margin. The gross profit margin is calculated as gross profit upon net sales times 100. So here your gross profit, this equals to net sales minus cost of goods sold. Now how is it you need to calculate cost of goods sold, denoted as COGS. This is cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is all your direct expenses. Direct expenses which are used to produce goods or services. In the sense, direct expenses includes your expenses towards raw materials, then direct labor, and then your manufacturing expenses and rents, rates, etc. In a real-time profit and loss account, you will not find the cost of goods sold directly. You have to calculate the cost of goods sold on your own, then use that cost of goods sold to calculate the gross profit, and then use the gross profit to calculate the gross profit margin. I will show this with an example. Here is a profit and loss account of a company named as GE Power India Limited, and this profit and loss account is for two financial years, that is for the year ended 31st March 2019 and 31st March 2020, and all the amounts are in rupees million. Now the statement of a profit and loss account, you will see that the income is categorized into two parts. One is revenue from operations and the second one is other income. Total of this is your total income. Now when you are talking about net sales here, different authors have two different approaches. In one case, net sales are considered as total revenue, and on the other side, net sales is included only operating income. So in all my calculations, I prefer using the operating income as a denominator to calculate profitability margins, because the net sales is your operating income, and the operating income is the amount which actually you generated by performing the operating activities. Other income is generated by investing your excess money into different investment options. I'll show you what is the operating income and what is the non-operating income. But in my videos, I use operating income as a net income. So here revenue from operations is considered. Now next is when it comes to expenses in a profit and loss account, you will see that the expenses of cost of materials of erection, these are the direct materials. So here these are the two incomes that we consider, revenue from operations. Now cost of materials, so these are the direct expenses. Changes in work in progress, this is also a direct expense. Now employee benefits, finance costs, these two are administrative expenses. Depreciation is another expenditure. Other direct expenses you will find under the head other expenses. So for other expenses, from a statement of profit and loss account and annual report of a company, you need to look at the related notes. So here related note is 35. When it comes to revenue from operations, related note is 29, and other income related note is 30. So as the cost of material and change in work in progress is directly given, I have not collected the notes for these two. Now we look at the revenue from operations. So here if you observe, the revenue from the operations are your direct revenues, that is revenue from contracts with customers, construction contracts and sale of services, other operating income scrap. So here these are the operating incomes. So we'll consider operating income as net sales. Now coming to other income, if you observe here, so other income, the company earned other income from the sources of deposits with the banks, intercorporate deposits, financial assets as amortized cost, net gain in a foreign currency. So these are all not the direct incomes which the company earns. That is the reason why I am excluding other income from net sales. Now coming to the other expenses, here you can see that the direct expenses, power, fuel and water, these two are direct expenses that the company incur. Then rent is a direct expense. Then repairs and maintenance to plant, machinery, equipment and all, direct expense. Insurance for the plant and equipment is a direct expense. Then rates and taxes, again a direct expense. Then royalty and trademarks, also direct expense. Now traveling and conveyance, allowances for doubtful debts, all these are administrative or other expenses. So we consider these items as a part of direct expenses. Now using these values, we will calculate the gross profit first. So to calculate our gross profit, what is that we need is your net sales, that is operating income, so or revenue from operations. So this is for 2 financial years we calculate. One is for 2019 and second one is 2020. So for 2019 the operating income is 19,027.2 million, whereas for 2020 this is 24,458.6 million. So this is revenue from operations. Next we need to calculate our cost of goods sold. To get our cost of goods sold, we use a calculator and then calculate all the direct expenses, that is sum of direct expenses. So here for 2019 values are 10,688.8. This is towards use of raw materials. Then this plus 548.3, this is towards work in process. Plus we slowly move up, and from other expenses we take all the direct expenses, that is for power and fuel, rent, repairs, insurance, rates and taxes, royalty. So for 2019 these values are 126.9 plus 297.5 plus 218.9 plus 15.9 plus 52.8 plus 217.3. So your direct expenses comes towards 12,166.4 million. This is 12,166.4 million for 2019, and for 2020 we calculate now. So this is 16,936.2 plus 86.4 plus 123.1 plus 80.9 plus 204.4 plus 14.7 plus 141.7 plus 371.6. So this comes to 17,959. So this is 17,959. So your gross profit is revenue minus cost of goods sold. So for 2019 this is 19,027.2 minus 12,166.4. So 6,860.8 million is the gross profit for the financial year 2019, and for 2020 this is 24,458.6 minus 17,959, 6,499.6, 6,499.6. Now your gross profit margin, so this equals to gross profit upon revenue from operations. Now for the first financial year, that is 2019, this is 6,860.8 upon 19,027.2 into 100. So 36.1, let us say the gross profit margin here is 36%, and then for 2020 6,499.6 upon 24,458.6 into 100, 26.57, or let us say 26.6%. Now if you observe that these two financial years data, let us say in the financial year 2019 the revenue is 19,000, whereas in 2020 the revenue is 24,000. There is a clear increase in the revenue. However, if you look at your gross profit margin, the gross profit margin for 2019 is 36%, whereas for 2020 this is 26.6%. There is a decrease in gross profit margin. Now why this increase or decrease in a gross profit margin will happen? Now the gross profit margin, the effect of a gross profit margin or the change in gross profit margin will happen when your COGS remains constant and revenue increases. If revenue increases and COGS remains constant, then your gross profit margin will increase. On the other hand, if revenue increases as well as the cost of goods sold also increases much higher than revenue, then your gross profit margin will decrease. So this happened in this company's case. Here, even though there is an increase in revenue, there is also increase in cost of goods sold. If you observe here, there is a increase in cost of goods sold also. This adversely affected the gross profit margin. Now, if you look at the values here, then you can easily see that there is a phenomenal increase in cost of a material. So here it is at 10,000 is a cost of material. Now it is a 17,000, near about 7,000 million increase in cost of raw material. But the revenue increase is not that much. So 19,000 is here and 24,000 here. That means around a 5,000 million increase in the revenue. But cost of raw material increased phenomenally. On the other side, if you look at other expenses, we'll also see a change. Now there is a decrease in the rent, but fuel expenses also decrease. All other expenses will decrease. One is that the rates and taxes, there is an increase in the rates and taxes here, and royalty and trademark fees. So these two items. Now one is your cost of a raw material. Cost of a raw material increased phenomenally. Then in addition to that, there is an increase in the rates and taxes, and there is an increase in royalties and trademark fee. Because of these three factors, there was a decrease in gross profit margin. Now, how is it you are going to use this gross profit margin to make a decision? Mostly the gross profit margin is used by the management internally, especially at a middle level management or a top level management, to pay attention on efficiency, especially focused on production efficiency or a manufacturing efficiency. Now, if a company, in simple terms, we can say that in this case, in the year 2019, for example, in 2019, the gross profit margin is 36%. That means your cost of goods sold is 4 and 64%. 64% is cost of goods sold. When it comes to the 2020, so the cost of goods sold is here 26 means 20, let us take 27, 330, 73. So the cost of goods sold increased here. Now if you find out the difference here, around 9% increase in cost of goods sold. So this 9% increase in cost of goods sold adversely affected your gross profit margin. So gross profit margin also more or less the same, 9% decrease in a gross profit margin. Then using this value, how is that the company can rectify and how is that company can improve it? So one major concern here the company should focus on is the cost of material and erection services. So here we can see that there is a huge increase in cost of raw material. Now the company need to take necessary action to minimize its cost of material, so that the cost of material decreases, mean then your gross profit margin will increase. On the other side, the taxes, rents and taxes also, the company has to pay attention on rates and taxes, because if you see here, there is a near about 100% or let us say two times 200% increase in rates and taxes, and around 50% increase in royalty and trademark fees. So if a company improves these things, that is the cost of material, that is if it company minimizes its cost of raw material, then there is a possibility that the gross profit margin will improve. Otherwise, the additional revenue that the company generated, near about a 5 million rupees, which the company generated, 5,000 million rupees that the company generated during 2020, is of no help. This happened because of high cost of raw materials. So this is how you need to calculate the gross profit margin and compare it, and also need to identify what are the factors that is influencing your gross profit margin. So gross profit margin is influenced by two factors. One is the revenue from operations and second one is the direct costs. So direct costs, as it is not available directly in your statement of a profit and loss account, you need to identify direct costs on your own. Just one is that looking at the expenses and also looking at other expenses. So thank you for watching the lecture.